Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in to the Watertown Civic Arena. Should be a fantastic day. It is Championship Saturday here in northeastern South Dakota. I'm David Tewksbury, joined alongside by you, sir, or madam, the listener, the viewer. We appreciate your eyes and ears today. It is the NSAA Championship. To be quite frank, this matchup, it's basically for bragging rights. Viterbo, they're going to go to the national tournament. Bellevue, they're probably going to go to the national tournament. This is basically for pride, bragging rights, and to say, hey, we got a little hardware here at the end of the day. Should be a fantastic matchup between two very well-coached teams. Trish Sedlick for the Bruins of Bellevue University. Of course, Ryan DeLong, the head coach of the year in the NSAA. These are two teams that know each other quite well, and history always seems to find a way to repeat itself. This is a matchup for the championship. We had this exact same thing last year. It went down to the wire. I would anticipate more of the same. Should be a fantastic contest here between two very well-played teams, well-coached teams, and a lot of star power. That is for sure. We've got tip-off and first serve, I should say more accurately, coming up here right about at the top of the hour. We'll have your starting lineups and everything else like that as well. Viterbo, they come into this one with a record of 27-7, 14-1 in the North Star. As for the Bruins, of course, 26-6 and 14-1 in the NSAA as well. Not only do these teams know each other quite well, they actually played each other not that long ago with a contest going 4 sets, and it would be the Bruins upending the V-Hawks in that contest there as well. We're just getting you set up for first serve here from the Watertown Civic Arena. Once again, I'm glad that I'm inside. I think we're all happy that we're inside for sure, as we are going to go ahead and get this thing all set up for shop. And tell you what, I would anticipate a very, very competitive and spirited affair. We've seen a lot of sweeps so far. Presentation College downing Dakota State yesterday in the first round. If we could maybe go ahead and take a peek at that bracket here. Presentation, of course, they advanced to take on Bellevue yesterday in that 5 o'clock slot. The Bruins, they won in straight sets there as well. And, of course, we had one 5-setter. That was Mayville State downing VCSU. That went 5. Mayville, of course, advanced to the night session to take on the V-Hawks of Viterbo. They got swept in straight sets. So we've seen some straight set sweeps. We've seen one 5-set affair. Do we get 1 for 4 today? We'll have to wait and see, as we'll go ahead and kick things over to the public address right here and right now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The North Star Athletic Association welcomes you to the Watertown Civic Arena for today's championship match between the Bellevue University Bruins and the Viterbo University V-Hawks. Now, will you please rise and remove your headwear as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to center court, where our champions of character will begin the match with a ceremonial handshake. Congratulations to Brooklyn Hunt of Bellevue University and Ryan Hawkins of Viterbo University. And some athletes as represented by core values of integrity, respect, Assistant coaches Steve Fields, Mike Rhodes, head coach Trish Sedlak. And for the Viterbo University V-Hawks, number 17 on the right side, Marissa Clement. Number 24 on the middle, Mariah Calkins. 14 outside, Grace Rody. Number 6 outside, Kenzie Winker. Number 3, the middle blocker, Jacob Mitchell. The center is number 1, Lauren Sebesky. And the libero, number 8, Adriana Reinhardt. Assistant coaches Dave Simon, John Ryan, Jen Bean. Head coach of the V-Hawks, Ryan Nelaw. Your officials, as assigned by the North Star Athletic Association for this match, are Lori Thompson, Cindy Traeger, line judge Melissa Gordon, and Scott Wagner. And now let's get ready for championship volleyball.
A long, long ways to go from the campus of Viterbo University, but a very nice contingent of V-Hawk faithful here on the campus of Watertown High School. It is a 5-hour and 27-minute drive. Again, depends on who's driving, who has the lead foot. 394 miles, a long, long ways to go. Viterbo, they'll be on the near side of your screen as you see it right now in their red garb, red tops with white numbers, with black spandex, with Viterbo written across the back in white. And as for the Bruins of Bellevue, in their gray garb with purple numbers and black trunks and the white knee pads as well. Komodo, the libero for the Bruins, rocking the black top, and the libero for the V-Hawks of Viterbo, Adriana Reinhardt in the navy blue as well. Right-hand side of your screen, that's the V-Hawks. Left-hand side of your screen, that is the Bruins of Bellevue. The Bruins, they've won 11 straight matches, including one over these V-Hawks of Viterbo. That went 4 just a couple of short weeks ago. As for the V-Hawks, obviously we know how good they are. We know how good the Bruins are. Both of these teams in the top 15 in the country. And again, this is basically for bragging rights. Whoever wins gets the auto bid. Whoever loses, barring some incredible craziness, would get an at-large bid. Viterbo, they'll serve from right to left as the center, Lauren Sebaski, will put it in play from right to left as you see it. Jump float, ball goes skyward, and we are underway with the pass with Kearns, near side swing. And Viterbo keeping things alive. They'll have to go ahead and set up shop, but that'll be an attacking error on Kenzie Winker. And Viterbo will go back on serve receive, trailing by 1. 27-7 for the V-Hawks. 26-6 for the Bruins. Two very good coaches on each side as we got ourselves our first service ace of the contest. And this one will go for Sierra Athan. That'll be her first. And Athan has had herself a fantastic season, her 29th service ace of the season. Athan, of course, a first-team all-conference player this year in the NSAA. She'll put it in play once again into that one zone, far side, getting Viterbo a little bit out of system. But they get right back in system, don't they? Marissa Clement puts it down for the first time here today. And we kind of talked about Marissa Clement yesterday and talking about these players that they have these superstitions before a match. And she says, I despise superstitions. So whatever people were doing, I guess, she says, just scoff at that and let me do my thing. Viterbo puts it in play over the top of the tape. Komodo with the pass. Set up far side for Kearns. That's another one. Allie Kearns picks up her first kill of the contest. Bellevue 3, V-Hawks 1. As Komodo will put it in play, the libero, sophomore from Honolulu, Hawaii. A little bit warmer out west there today than Watertown in the teens. And nice aggressive serve and free balling it over is Sebaski there for the V-Hawks. Set up in the near side. Good effort by the defense, keeping that one alive. And this is Winker getting through. Komodo with a great dig. Will set up far side, free balling it over. In the middle. Big swing for Calkins. Nice dig by Komodo. They'll go back row attack. And the roll shot is dug out somehow by McCabe. Near side swing, it is blocked. Jackie Apel in the middle, blocking Kenzie Winker, who is on the face of the program, by the way, for today. And give credit to the Bruins, who lead it 4-1 here early. Komodo, the libero, puts it in play. Pass by McCabe on serve receive. Winker's going to try again, and this time she gets the result. Kenzie Winker's first. Made it to the Final Four back in 2020 of the national tournament, that is. That was her freshman year. Winker says what a trip it was and what a marvelous memory. 4-2, the Bruins up. Kern's going to take a big rip. Nice dig defensively by Reinhardt. And near side, this will be Winker getting it through. Little one ball in the middle, tap it over. Dug out defensively by the V-Hawks. Winker tries again. Bellevue ready for it. Far side Kearns, big rip, but she's blocked. Kept it alive though. Kearns left to free it over and does. Nice dig by Reinhardt. Near side. Big swing for Winker and down to the floor. Her second. Kenzie Winker last night. Match high 13 terminations against the Mayville State squad. Viterbo hitting .242 last night in that straight set sweep. 26, 21, and 17. Reinhardt puts it in play. Jump float is short. Passed by Apel. Big swing put down to the floor by Jackie Apel. And Bellevue takes that lead right on back and booms it up to 2. Speaking of booming it, holy cow, Jackie Apel checked the floor for some puncture wounds there. Sydney Sledge, she'll serve from left to right as you see it. Long, long ways to go. Now she'll just send it over. I thought she'd get a running start. The case. This is Winker, somehow kept alive by the Bruins. They'll tap it over, gets through the block, and then they'll have to free it over, and they do, but it's out of bounds. Bruins have doubled up the V-Hawks early, 6-3, as Sydney Sledge will put it in play. She's waiting back on the baseline. I mean, the way back of the baseline. That's got to be, well, about 16 or so feet from the service line. Sent over by Mitchell, Jada Mitchell, her first of the contest. Jada Mitchell, of course, the NSAA Offensive Player of the Year, as well as the Freshman of the Year. Getting some love from her squad there. Kenzie Winker says, all right, let's go ahead and get this thing taken care of here. Need more points to tie things up. 6-4 early in this first set. Nice aggressive serve, nice pass by Brooklyn Hunt. And a big swing is passed and dug out. This is Reinhardt setting up far side. We're going to dump it over. Reinhardt was ready for it though. Set up Mitchell for a kill. Jada Mitchell. Back-to-back points for Jada. Another multi-sport athlete back in the day. Softball, basketball, track and field. We talked about her yesterday with choir, drama, speech, forensics, and band. She says she's a massive movie quoter. Well, should be a friend of mine. Nice aggressive serve here, and Viterbo got to use this now in their attacking half. Near side, big swing by Winker is dug out by Komodo, and they'll go with a push through and controlled by the V-Hawks. In the middle, Reinhardt setting up far side, gets through the block to the moment. Bellevue sets up for Sledge. Check that, pardon me, that's Kearns, I should say. Got through the block. Near side whistle, that's going to be a double. Double contact on the Viterbo squad, and Bellevue earns the point, the serve, and that 2-point advantage as Allie Kearns will check in to the service line there. She had already been on the floor, of course. Kearns, flat-footed, gets over the top of the tape. Nice aggressive serve. Watch the dump. They will tap it over, and we're going to have a whistle. And I think, yep, violation there on the V-Hawks as well. Bellevue is led by as many as 3, and that's where they're at right now. Allie Kearns, right hand goes to Bodden over the top of the tape again. A nice aggressive serve there. Might set up Mitchell. They do, and that was in. Yes, just barely was in. Jada Mitchell puts it down to the floor for the 3rd time here today, and she's off to a very, very good start for the V-Hawks of Viterbo. Not too shabby for the NSAA Freshman of the Year. 6-8 8, or 8-6 if you prefer, in favor of the visitors on the scoreboard. That's the Bruins. Big swing. We're going to have a whistle, and the Bruins were going to earn the point as the V-Hawks were in the net, as Komoto will take a breather. Jackie Apel to the service line for the Bruins. Apel, first team all-conference player once again here this season. No shock there. Great player indeed. Mitchell, speaking of greatness, was it touched? I thought it was touched. Yes, it was. Mitchell earns the kill. I've got her for 4 here already. And speaking of, off to a great start. She has 4 attacks, 4 kills, a hitting percentage of 1,000. So it's all downhill from here, I suppose. Good start for her. Bruins on serve receive. Kearns, watch the dump. No, they'll keep it in the middle and put down to the floor by Bellevue and Nicole Meyer. But was she in the net? I thought she was. Yep, referee was on top of it. Coach Sedlick says, was she? Referees say yes. Bellevue goes back on serve receive, back-to-back points for the red and white. This is Connor putting it in play. Set up far side, big rip, but it's blocked. 1 ticket to the block party. Mariah Hawkins says we are tied and admit 1, no refunds. Viterbo 9, Bellevue 9. Early stages of this first set as the Viterbo bench, there was much rejoicing. Good to see. We've got Connor putting it in play. Nice aggressive serve. Oh, what a set. And put into the back row and passed by Winker. Near side swing down to the floor for the V-Hawks. It's Grace Rohde's first of the contest from Winona High School, the Winhawk. 9 of the girls on this team played for the V-Hawks Extreme Club team. That's, kind of the club team, of course. You bring that success from that squad, and you bring it into the college level for sure. Gets over the top of the tape. Far side, big rip. Nice ball placement, but just out of bounds. Oh, Ethan had the right idea. Really had the right idea, but just ball placement, maybe about a half of a foot short to the near side rather than the far side. You want to get it on the right-hand side of that line. And she got it on the near side. And unfortunately for her, put in play. Nice short serve. Bellevue ready for it. Nice setup. That's kept alive. And Komoto with a nice dig. Far side, pushed through, over the top. Hawkins with the pass. They're a little out of system here. They'll free it over. Bellevue got to use this. Set up, far side, big rip down to the floor for the Bruins. Ethan got a little extra for that one. Hammers it down on the cut. And Viterbo 11, Bellevue 10. Early stages, and you knew this was going to be a very, very competitive contest. And we've seen a lot of straight set sweeps here in Watertown. I don't see it happening today one way or another. This is Gallus. Jump float over the top of the tape. Great serve there. Near side swing. Gets blocked over the top. Nope, did not get over the tape. Now Hawkins kept it alive. Now tapped over by the V-Hawks. They'll try again. Nice dig. Ball sky high. Careened off the net. Bruins control. Now they're out of system. They'll have to free it over. It'll be Kearns. Far side. V-Hawks ready for it. Hawkins tap it over for the kill. Hawkins puts it down. 12-10 your score. And Sabaski will navigate to the service line for Viterbo. She'll serve from right to left as you see it. Put in play, aggressive serve. Great set backside. Good ball placement, but Reinhardt was right there, ready for it. Winker sends it back. Komoto, near side. Kearns, check that. Excuse me, that's Sledge. Sydney brings the hammer. Appropriately, last name of Sledge. 12-11 in favor of Viterbo. That just rolls off the tongue so nicely. And the way she brings that hammer down, my goodness. Backside set, it's blocked and out of bounds. Give credit to Grace Rohde for another K for her. 13-11, neither coach on the sideline showing any signs of frustration or any worry in one way, shape, or means. Both of these coaches have been through some wars with each other, and now we got ourselves another service ace for the V-Hawks. And nice job by Kennedy McCabe there for the service ace. 6 siblings and 13 nieces and nephews, the youngest of 7 kiddos. It's a big family there for the McCabes. 14-11 your score. Komodo on serve receive, but to the top of the tape on a free. Sabaski sets up backside Calkins, could not quite get enough on it. Had the right idea, but execution just a little bit short. 12 serving 14, as we used to say back in the day in gym class. It'll be Komodo from left to right. Passed on serve receive. This is going to be Winker putting it down. Kenzie Winker's 3rd kill. Taking a gander at some quick stats here early. Bruins hitting at .087 and the V-Hawks at 179. Last time these two teams played each other, Bellevue won it in 4 sets. And for the contest there, they hit .208. The Turbo hitting .013. Really rough day. Coach DeLong was looking for a violation, but they're going to get it back anyway. Doesn't matter when you got Jada Mitchell there in the middle doing her thing. And Viterbo earns a 4-point advantage. This is the first lead by either squad of 4 or more. And if you make it to 5, I'm thinking Trish Sedlick might think about a timeout. Adriana Reinhardt will put it in play. Near side to far side on the free. No, I thought they might have to free it over. Now they will. And now Viterbo with Sabaski for Reinhardt near side for Winker. Puts it down. And now I think you take a timeout. Timeout taken on the floor. 17-12 in favor of the V-Hawks. It's the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. Nice contingent of V-Hawks fans here all the way from La Crosse, Wisconsin. But, you know, if you're going to come from La Crosse, you got to bring me some brats. You got to bring me some cheddar brats. You know, you got to bring the cheese curds and all that good stuff. Maybe even some spotted cow, maybe. But I don't have the hookups there from La Crosse. I got to talk to some people. All right. La Crosse make that Viterbo from La Crosse, of course, up by 5. Bellevue looking to hack into that lead. That's a good start, perhaps. They'll try again. Sledge gets it through. V-Hawks ready for it. Here's Mitchell in the middle. Great dig. Komodo gives chase, but not long enough. Jada Mitchell once again for the conclusion. Her 6th. 18-12 your score in favor of the red and white. Viterbo +6. Reinhardt, little short serve. Gallus setting up far side. Oh, just miscommunication, I think. I'm not so sure if Kearns just got herself caught too deep behind that pin. Tried to push it through. Attacking error there. And Bellevue will take another timeout. 19-12 your score. The V-Hawks in the driver's seat. They're up by a touchdown here on this final day of NAIA football in the regular season. We're back after this. It's the Super 6. Great to be back in the saddle with you here. 19-12 your score in favor of the home team on the scoreboard, the #1 seed of the V-Hawks of Viterbo University under head coach Ryan DeLong, NSAA Coach of the Year, second straight year. 556 career dubs to his resume for the V-Hawks, and a nice aggressive kill there. And the Bruins, they're not going to go quietly as Allie Kearns brings it for her second of the contest. Bellevue has burned through both of their timeouts, though. They've got some work to be done. Sydney Sledge will put it in play, waiting patiently. A couple of dribbles of that Bodden, puts it in play. Nice aggressive serve over the top of the tape. And that's sent over by Mitchell. They'll set backside. Big rip down to the 4. Oh, Jackie Apel. Nobody had a chance on that one. My goodness me. Man, can she bring it? My word. Back-to-back points for the Bruins as Sledge ready to put it in play. Nice aggressive serve again. That was McCabe on the serve receive. Winker sends it over. They have to send it back. Bruins can't. And Winker's going to earn credit for the kill. I've got her now for 5. And the Bruins hitting 107 for the contest. Viterbo at 265. Jada Mitchell with 6. Kenzie Winker with 5 now. Pacing the Bellevue charge is Apel. She has 3. 20-14, the V-Hawks. Little miscommunication with Komoto there on the far side. Going to be tapped over with the left hand. Reinhardt is ready for it, though. Near side Winker tries again. She's blocked. Apel and Gallus say, get out of here. Get that point right on back. Assistant Coach Field calls out the cadence. Right in front of the scores table there, right center of your screen. Bruins to put it in play. It's Allie Kearns. Reinhardt with the pass. Going to set up Mitchell, I think. There is Mitchell that was contacted and down to the floor indeed. Jada Mitchell is on one here today. My word. 7 clinchers on 9 swings. Wow. Good. 21-15. Here's Komoto on serve receive. Set up far side. Big rip. Was it in? I thought it was, personally. Referees say no. Oh boy, that was close. That's a tough one. Might see a replay of that at some point in time. Bellevue trying to get that point back, and they do. Ethan gonna pick it up. Jackie Apel navigates to the service line. She'll put it in play. 22-16 your score. Bellevue with work to be done. Pass by Reinhardt. Nice aggressive serve there. They'll go back row attack for Winker. Bellevue ready for it. Set backside for the put down. Nicole Meyer. You know, I feel like if Bellevue wants to make some hay here today, we know how good Apel is. We know how good Ethan is. But Nicole Meyer has been kind of a quiet, light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. I think she's been very, very solid. And I think if Bellevue wants to get this thing done here, they're going to need something from her today. Kearns on serve receive. They'll go back row attack. Make that Winker, excuse me. And Winker with the attack error. And just like that, Bellevue right back in it. Trailing by 4, 22-18. It's the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. Bellevue University showing some really good resolve here, battling back, trailing by 4 though. Still work to be had as Apel puts it in play to Reinhardt. Nice aggressive serve there, near side swing. Got to get through the block, it does. Bellevue starting to hang tough, can't quite get over the net. And good defense by Bellevue in terms of their hustle, but just could not quite get it back. Side out, Bellevue trails by 5. 23-18 your score. Viterbo to serve it up from right to left. Over the top of the tape, Komodo with the pass. Set up far side, gonna be tapped over and down to the floor for the Bruins. Ethan puts it down. I've got her now for 3. Ethan with 3, Apel with 3, 2 from Kearns. Meyer with 5 attacks, a couple of errors, and 1 kill. Sledge with a kill as well. Meyer and Sledge, I feel like those are 2 players that Bellevue's gonna need going forward. Put in play, nice aggressive serve again. Both of these teams serve very, very aggressively as Winker sends it over. Komodo is there with the pass. Set up in the middle, tap it on over, tries the pancake, and the fork is not quite long enough. Down to the floor, there's Nicole Meyer. And what did we just talk about? You're gonna need Nicole Meyer to step up here a little bit. She's had a pretty good tournament so far. Last night against Presentation College, I thought she played quite well with 7 kills on 16 swings, hitting .375. It's over the top of the tape, far side swing. Kept alive for the moment. Sledge gives chase and gives a look and just ran out of real estate. McGrath earns the kill there, her first. And Lauren Sabaski will try to put an end to the Bruins in this first set, 24-20. 1 point away from winning this first set for the V-Hawks. Here's the approach. Sabaski puts the right hand to it. Komodo is there on serve receive. Set up far side, big rip and a whistle, and the V-Hawks were in the lane a little bit early, as they would say in a game of basketball. A little lane violation in here. In this context, this situation, a net violation. 24-21, the V-Hawks +3. As Ethan navigates to the service line, she'll put it in play. Far side, will be tapped into the antenna, right there into the pin by Rohde. And I think if you surrender 1 more point here, Coach DeLong might think about a timeout. We'll see. 24-22, Bruins are not done yet. Viterbo +1. Ethan to serve. Nice aggressive serve. Winker with the pass, far side swing. Bellevue got to use this now. Here's Komodo setting up near side for Sledge. And not hard enough. Sabaski was ready for it. Far side, tap it over. Sledge down to a knee. Set up far side. Kearns for the kill. That's a big one by Allie Kearns. And timeout taken by head coach DeLong. 24-23. The Bruins 1 point away from taking this to extra points in this first set. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth right here and right now, as the V-Hawks are +1. Bellevue looking to draw even. Big point upcoming here. Sabaski sets backside, and it's down to the floor. Grace Rhodey says, get on my back. We're going to the second set up by 1. Her third kill of the first set, but you know what? Give credit to Bellevue. Would have been very, very easy to say, you know, we don't have it here in this first set, but a nice job by the Bruins battling back and fighting tough and competing hard. The second set from Watertown after this. It's the Super 6. (25-23) your final score after the first set, as the V-Hawks of Viterbo downing the Bruins by 2. V-Hawks led by as many as 6. Bruins came all the way back, nearly all the way back, as the Bruins, they hit $179 in that first set, and they were led by the 4 kills from Sierra Athan, 3 each from Allie Kearns and Jackie Apel. Conversely, for the V-Hawks of Viterbo, they hit .217. I talk good sometimes. Jada Mitchell, 7 kills for her. Kenzie Winker with 5 terminations, 3 from Grace Rhodey, including that winner there in that first set. Both teams exchanging ends of the floor, as the V-Hawks on the left-hand side of your screen in their red garb. Once again, a big thanks to the crew here, put together by Ryan Remmers, doing a great job here today as always. It's been a blast being down here in Watertown. 4 matches yesterday, a lot of fun, and to be honest, I'm kind of impressed that my voice has made it through. Reinhardt with the pass on serve receive. Near side swing from Rhodey gets through the block and controlled by the Bruins. Near side Athan gonna tap it over. Great ball placement there for the kill by Sierra Athan. Her 5th of the contest. And just like that, you've got Bellevue going right back to the service line. She'll put it in play, right to left. Athan, jump float into that 5 zone, far side. Far side, big swing, and Komodo gave it a chance, but Marissa Clement puts it down to the floor for her 2nd termination. Mentioned yesterday that her parents met in a stats class at Viterbo back in the day. Dad played baseball there for the V-Hawks back in the day as well, so there is some good that comes out of stats class, allegedly. Komodo with the pass. Near side, going to be tried to be fisted closed by Nicole Meyer. Meyer just barely mistimed her jump there a little bit. Little attacking error there, and Bellevue goes right back on defense, trailing at 2-1. Last time these two teams played each other, the Bruins won it in 4. Won sets 3 and 4, 17 and 15, pretty convincingly. This is Kearns on serve receive. Great set near side for Athan. Big rip for Sierra. Her 6th. Tied up at 2 apiece. Second set. Seahawks sideline cheering for the side out here. Sabaski sets up backside. Big block, but it's out of bounds. Give credit to Marissa Clemen for another one. From La Crosse Logan High School, the Rangers. First team All-State player as a senior. Multi-sport athlete. How many times have we said that? Volleyball, softball, basketball. You know, I see and hear of all of these kids that say, oh, I want to be a football player. I want to be a basketball player. I want to do this. I want to do that. As the Bruins are going to get the point. Or will they? I'm going to say that ball went down to the floor. And they're going to give Kearns credit for the kill. Ball went out of bounds anyway. So Bellevue's going to earn the point, but you know, I hear all these stories of these kids saying, I want to be a this, I want to be a that. You know how you get there? You play multiple sports and you work out different areas of the body. And you're more well-rounded and what have you. All right, let's see if the replay here, and it's very, very interesting. Coach DeLong not pleased on it, but you know, either way, on the swing, when Viterbo sent it back, ball would have been out of bounds anyway. So I guess all's well that ends well, I suppose. 4-3, the Bruins +1 now. Jackie Apel puts it down for the 4th time here today. But good effort though by the Seahawks on the previous play, the one prior to the last. 4-3, Bruins, winners of 11 straight matches. Komodo sends it over. Sabaski for Mitchell. Good dig by Athan, keeping that one alive. Now Kearns tries again for another one. Allie Kearns with 4. 5-3, the Bruins. Viterbo, we talk about how Bellevue has won 11 straight. Viterbo had a 13-match winning streak earlier on this season. They went 12-0 in the month of October, only losing 4 sets. Wow. Mitchell is blocked. There's the pancake, and they said it got down. Blocked again by the Bruins. 6-3 your score. Bellevue +3. Komodo, short, nice aggressive serve. Sabaski setting up far side, going to be tapped over by Winker. Komodo is ready for it, near side. Kearns tries again, kept alive, barely tapped over. Great defense by both squads. Now back row attack, pushed over to the near side for the V-Hawks. Gallus, I think that's going to be a double. Yep. Double contact on the Bruins. Boy, man, there's some really, really good defense here today, and obviously the numbers next to these teams' names, you knew that these teams are very, very good and talented. Of course, they're both ranked in the top 15, but two very, very, very good defenses. Athan with the pass. Set up backside. Sledge with the big rip, controlled by the V-Hawks. Far side, they'll try Winker again. She's blocked. Pinching in was McCabe. Winker tries again. Komodo can't get there. Kenzie Winker, her 6th kill of the contest. Sierra Athan has 6 for the Bruins to pace the Bellevue charge. Jada Mitchell with 11 attacks, 7 kills. She's hitting .545. You know, you couldn't hit 1,000 the entire contest. I mean, you can, but I mean, you'd have to be like Superman or something. Kearns takes the swing. Now Bellevue might get it back here. They do after Viterbo is out of system. Big swing, going to be tapped right on back. Kept alive somehow, some way. Winker tries again into the corner and picked up by the Bruins. Going to be tapped over. It's blocked. Watch out for it. Oh, watch out for nothing. Watch out for the campfire. Everybody warm up your hands there. Miscommunication. You got it, I got it, you got it. I thought you had it. No, that's unfortunate because you don't want to see a rally end that way, one way or the other. I was going to say, get ready for a dump by Olivia Gallus. You know, when you see these very long rallies, Gallus tends to find a way to make it happen with the dump. Man, is she a good setter. Set up near side, it's blocked. Gallus gives chase somehow, tapped it over. Komodo is there. Gallus sets up backside for a kill for Sledge. 7-6, the Bruins, as we teeter-totter back and forth. It's kind of funny watching Coach Trish Sedlick there on the sideline. She's just such a cool customer. Just like, okay, got that last point. It's all good. Cool as a cucumber. Near side, Mitchell, tap it over. Great dig defensively by Gallus. Near side, Kearns, big rip. Reinhardt is there. They'll set up Winker. Komodo, top of the tape. Going to be tapped over. Dug out again by Kearns. Big swing. Viterbo ready for it. They'll free it over. Ball sky high. Near side, going to be tapped over by Kearns. Now, Viterbo is blocked, but down to the floor on the Bellevue side. Martina McGrath bringing down the hammer. The Hartford Union High School Oriole. Two-time team all-conference player in high school. Originally wanted to play basketball, but just fell in love with this game instead. 7 apiece, 7 up. Yeah, that sounds okay. Gonna be dumped over, there it is. You knew it, you knew it was gonna happen. Gallus with the kill. And typically when you see that dump play, it's usually during a long sort of rally, a long volley, but she's just so astute with that play. She has so many different shots in her bag. She is a player. Far side swing, gets through the block. Good effort by Komodo, but just couldn't quite get there in time. Rhodey for the 4th time. Maddie Connor will set up shop for the V-Hawks here to put it in play. 8 apiece in favor of nobody, the Bears. If I can break out a reference from Ferris Bueller. Guess who was there again? Olivia Gallus. There's that dump. It's almost like you know it's coming and you can't stop it. It's like in a game of football where you know it's 3rd and 1 and they're going to run the ball right down your throat and they pick up 6. That's the kind of player that Gallus is. You know it's coming and you can't stop it. Referee says no way. Too far on the serve. Service error, 9-all in this 2nd set. Viterbo winning the 1st set by a narrow 2-point margin, 25-23. Lauren Sabaski will put it in play for the V-Hawks to try to give Viterbo a 1-point lead. There she is, closes her eyes, says, okay, please, ball, find the ground over there. All right, here's the kill attempt. Nice dig defensively. Sabaski set up far side, gets through the block by McBride. Ethan with the pass, going to be roll shotted over, but Grody is there. They'll go back row attack for Winker. Hunt with the pass and put down to the floor by the Bruins. Olivia Gallus starting to kind of find her way offensively here a little bit. And now she'll navigate to the service line, where she's got 34 service aces this season, most with this Bellevue program. Gallus, jump float, short. Right in that 5 zone. Big swing, gets through the block. Nice job there by Rhodey with the swing. Komodo, near side, cut shot, out of bounds. Attacking error for the Bruins. 10 apiece in this 2nd set. Bellevue for the contest right now, hitting 254 to the V-Hawks 215. Now as our stats updated down to 233 after that last error. We're tied at 10. Kearns set up near side with the left hand, now the right by Sledge. Sabaski, there's the dump of her own, but it was Komodo ready for it. And now there is Ms. Meyer, her 3rd. 11-10 your score in favor of the Bruins. Going back and forth and back and forth. And Bellevue looking to up this advantage to just more than 1. Too close for comfort. Reinhardt with the pass. Winker, big rip. Komodo is there. Far side Sledge, blocked, gets it back on the joust. Nope, kept this side, and an attacking error for Kearns. It's almost like Viterbo just says, okay, you got a lead on us. Yeah, that's over now. You're not getting that anymore. Put in play by Reinhardt on the serve. Now it's blocked for the moment. A lot of bodies on that far side. Kearns takes the swing and puts it down. Allie Kearns has her fifth to the conclusion. 12-11, Bellevue +1. Second set. V-Hawks up by 1 in terms of overall sets. 1, this is the second, of course. Komodo sends it over to that far side. Controlled by Sabaski for Mitchell, tap it over. Komodo is there. Gallus gives chase, somehow sets it backside for Sledge. And now on the top of the tape, put down by the Bruins. And give credit to nobody, excuse me, they're gonna say she was over the net. And Trish Sedlick says, come on now. And that is one I would like to see again. Pretty close. 12 all. And let's see, they're gonna call roofing here. Yeah, I guess. Yep, all right. 12 apiece. There's a free for Reinhardt. Now Mitchell tries again. Komodo is there in the middle, blocked again by Mitchell. Far side Athan down to the near side corner. Set up far side. And now down to the floor for the V-Hawks. Winker with the kill. Got her now for 7. 13-12 your score in favor of Viterbo. There's the serve right over to Komodo in that one zone. Set up now for Kearns. Fisted close by Reinhardt. And now Winker gonna tap it over. And now Reinhardt controls. Set up Mitchell, she's blocked. Komodo kept it alive, left to free it over for Reinhardt. Going to set up Mitchell again. Right to Komodo, ready for it. Set backside for Sledge, somehow dug out by Cole. And now far side, passed again by Athan, dumped over, ready for it. They're going to set up Mitchell, nope, not this time. Big rip, dug out by Viterbo after the block. They'll try Winker, just out of bounds. Winker says, was it tipped? It was not. Referees on top of that one. V-Hawks and Bruins are tied up 13 apiece. Lucky 13 as Sydney Sledge, deuce, heads to the service line. Sydney Sledge puts hand to Bodden, controlled by Cole. Gonna be tapped over. Komodo ready for it. They're gonna have to send this one over. They do. Nice job by McCabe on the dig. Near side big swing. Didn't get a lot of it, but it was enough for the kill for Martina McGrath. Martina McGrath working as a Girl Scout for 13 years. Got the nickname of Teenie. I think that's appropriate. I mean, we had 13 apiece there for the longest time. Kind of felt like anyway. And for 13 years, can she bring some of those cookies from lacrosse? That'd be nice. Set up near side for Kearns. Dug out by Reinhardt on a free. Here comes the dump. There it is. Oh boy, what a great play by Jackie Olivia Gallus, pardon me. Gallus does it again. And you can just see the way she can contort her body when she's in the air. I mean, it's just like, it's like Michael Jordan, you know? Michael Jordan could do weird things with his body when he was in the air. Olivia Gallus can do the exact same thing. That is just so impressive. They'll go back row attack for Winker. Dug out by Hunt. Big swing down to the floor. No chance for Jackie Apel's defense there. The defense of Viterbo on the Apel exchange, and the Bruins go +1. 15-14, Bellevue +1. Bellevue to the service line for Kearns. Set up for Mitchell, sends it into the back row. Set up far side, big swing, but a big block. Mitchell was there, as well as Grace Rohde as well. Shout out to Matt Bills watching on the YouTube page there as well. He says, Jackie smash. Yeah, that's right, no kidding. My goodness, it's like the Hulk. Jackie smash. Yeah, she's pretty impressive. 15 all. V-Hawks put it in play. Set up near side. A big rip there by Apel again, but she is blocked for the moment. Near side, Athan. Dug out by Cole. Sent over. Bruins control. Set up, big rip. That one's too much on it as Ryan DeLong throws his hands in the air and says that one's going out. OB. Or was it tipped? I don't think it was tipped. Should be a point for the V-Hawks, and it is. 16-15. The Turbo +1. Connor, jump serve. A nice aggressive serve in that 6 zone as Hunt could not handle it. Maddie Connor with the service ace, the second one of the contest. Kennedy McCabe had one earlier. 17-15. If this gets up to 18-15, maybe you think about timeout. Aggressive serve again. Watch the dump. Nope, they're going to tap it over instead. The Turbo somehow with the dig. Good job getting the hip squared there by McGrath. Going to be tapped over. On the pinch, it's Connor. Back row attack for Winker. Ball sky high. Going to be dumped over. V-Hawks are ready. That might be a double. It was pretty close. They're going to be setting up near side for Jackie Apel. Her 6th. And it's 17-16. And that Bruins bench, they're just like, we're glad that we're over here and out of the way of that ball when Jackie Apel gets her timing down. Apel might be one of the hardest hitters in this conference. And the service gets over the top of the tape and down to the floor for a service ace for Bellevue. And a timeout taken by Coach DeLong at 17 apiece. As Apel comes up with the service ace, we're tied, and we are back after this from Watertown. Talking to our cameraman Kyle up here just to my left, and he says, man, when they swing, do they swing hard? It's like, yeah. These girls on these teams, you can tell why they're in the top 25. This one gets through the block. The Turbo going to go back on defense with the tip by Rohde. Going to set up Grace down to the floor for Grace Rohde. That's her 5th kill of the contest. A little bit of everything for Grace Rohde. Loves to read classics, biographies, history, fiction, theology. I'm a theology minor myself, but she says no romance, no horror. Huh, interesting. And Rohde gives Viterbo a 1-point lead, looking to get back on the road with a automatic trip to the tournament. Reinhardt with the pass. Sabaski set up shop near side, down to the floor for Marissa Clement. 17 for Bellevue, 19 for Viterbo. V-Hawks looking to extend this lead. If you get down by 3 or more, if you're Trish Sedlick, you might have to think about a timeout. Sabaski left it short, far side to the top of the tape. Got to kill this one, and they do. And once again, it's Marissa Clement for her 5th, and you're down 20-17, and Coach Sedlick is asking for clarification, or maybe does she want a timeout? She does. There's the timeout, 20-17, Viterbo +3 We're back after this from Watertown. It's the Super 6. (20-17) your score. Viterbo +3, as it'll be Sabaski to put it in play once again for the V-Hawks. Passed into that back row. Bellevue taking the tip and putting it down to the floor is Sierra Athan. Athan has had herself a really solid day here today. I've got her now for 7 kills on 22 swings. Also has 10 digs on defense. 20-18, Bruins down by 2. They need a run. Bellevue hitting 184, and that one is going to go out of bounds. Service error for Bellevue. Viterbo hitting 205, and the V-Hawks lead at 21-18. They also lead it 1-0 after winning the first set 25-23, as McCabe will put it in play. Here's Kennedy, the Cougar from Mabel Canton High School, varsity ball player between grades 7 through 12. Big swing. Sabaski ready for the dig there. Set up far side for Winker. She's blocked. Now Sabaski tries again for Winker. Blocked again. Good defense by Nicole Meyer. Now some of these girls can play, you know, almost immediately. McCabe, one of those players, varsity ball player from 7th through 12th grade. That's impressive. I played volleyball back in the day, 8th grade, and I would never even think about sniffing the varsity roster, no question. Nice aggressive serve. Reinhardt with the pass. Winker sends it over on a free. Near side, Kearns down to the floor for Kearns. Allie Kearns, her 6th. And Coach DeLong says, all right, let's go ahead and get this thing back here. 21-20, Viterbo. To the service line, Sierra Athan. Athan puts the right hand to the bottom. Far side, Winker, right to Komoto. It's all set up backside, and that one's out of bounds. Attacking error on Sydney Sledge, 22-20. If you just flip those numbers, it'd be the year. Reinhardt to the service line. Reinhardt, dad was assistant coach there at Caledonia High School, where she played for 20 years. Puts it in play. Komodo with the pass. They'll set backside for Sledge again, and she gets it back this time. She airs once, and they go right back to her. I love that. You know, that's showing confidence in your pin players. You know, it's like, hey, you messed up once, you get right back out there, and I'm going to set you up again. 22-21, Viterbo +1. Komodo sends it short. Reinhardt on a knee. They'll set up far side for Winker. It's out of bounds. Was it tipped? Yes, it was. And Trish Sedlick nods in agreement. She says, yep, it was. That's a big point right there, too. I mean, that point goes to the Bruins. You're tied at 22. Instead, you're up by 2, looking for more. Kaylee Cole will put it in play. She says, my dogs are my favorite people. Both of those are in Watertown this weekend. I don't know, maybe they were the ones that were barking at 6:30 in the morning. They woke me up. All right, near side swing, dug out from the Kearns kill attempt. This is Winker again for another one, and that is a biggie. A little breathing room as Kenzie Winker brings down the hammer for the 9th time today. 24-21, Viterbo +3. And here comes the crowd for the Viterbo side of things. Boy, they're making some noise there on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Put in play. One ball in the middle. There is Jackie Apel again. Bellevue hanging in there. 24-22, your score. Viterbo will take a timeout. They're kind of waiting and waiting and waiting. Give their squad a second or two to breathe, and we'll do likewise. It's the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. They got to use this, looking for the tie. Kearns, big rip, controlled by V-Hawks. And this is Winker, put it down! And we are going to 3 with the V-Hawks in the catbird seat. Winning it 25-23 and 25-23 in sets 1 and 2 respectively. And the V-Hawks looking to make quick work of the Bruins here from Watertown. Set number 3. The final set is what Viterbo wants it to be, the Bruins, with work to be done. Oh, you gotta love the air guitar cam. Good for that guy. That's awesome. I think he ate his, he must have eaten his Cheerios before the this one here today. or Cheerios or Wheaties or whatever. I mean, he was getting into it. It was funny because the entire, well, I don't know about the entire sideline, but most of the V-Hawks, you know, they're in the circle there kind of reevaluating their game plan and what have you. And they were all taking a look at the scoreboard, watching that guy just jam out. Good stuff. Bruins for the contest hitting 200 right now. 8 kills from Allie Kearns. She's hitting 240 for the contest on 25 swings. 7 kills each from Sierra Athan and Jackie Apel. Apel hitting 235. The Bruins are actually outdigging the V-Hawks right now, 51 to 45. Viterbo hitting 206 for the contest, just barely out-hitting Bellevue. You've got Kenzie Winker with 10 kills on 41 swings already, hitting 073. You've got 5 kills each from Grace Rohde and Marissa Clemon. Jada Mitchell with a very economical 7 kills on 18 swings. She's hitting 333. Also has a couple of blocks there as well. Total team blocks +1 for the Bruins in this one. And Bellevue with work to be done, to be sure. Once again, thanks for lending us your eyes and ears from the Watertown Civic Arena. Big ups and thanks go to the crew here that Ryan Remmers has put together. Watertown Convention and Visitors Bureau, the North Star Athletic Association Commissioner Roger Turnus as well. Thanks for, again, letting us be a part of your Friday and Saturday here from Watertown, South Dakota. The atmosphere has been very, very solid here on Championship Day. A long, long ways to go for Viterbo and Bellevue alike. I mean, you're talking hundreds of miles for La Crosse, Wisconsin to Watertown, South Dakota, but these parents say we wouldn't want to miss this one for the world. So appreciate a great atmosphere from these folks, no question. And also a big shout out to those of you watching online. Shout out to Matt Bills there in the live chat on our YouTube page, Watertown Aero Activities. A shout out to him. Dialing in, perhaps somewhere in Nebraska is my guess, but one never knows. I don't know his background, and it would be weird if I did. All right, here we go to the third and which could be the decisive set. That's what Viterbo wants it to be. Kearns with the back row attack, controlled there by Sabaski. Now Calkins takes a swing, and we're gonna have a whistle, and they're gonna call a double contact violation on the V-Hawks. So Athan's going to navigate to the service line for the Bruins. 1-0 your score. Early stages of this third set. Athan puts it in play to Reinhardt. Sabaski sets backside. That's blocked. Sabaski gets it back. Reinhardt calls everybody off. They'll try again from that far side pin. And with the pass, it's Fleischman. All-American last season in the game now. Big swing and put down by Grace Rohde. Now McCabe will navigate to the service line for the V-Hawks. 27-7, 14-1 in conference play coming into this one. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Komodo with the pass. Set up backside for Reinhardt with the dig. They'll try for Winker. She's blocked, but they get it back. Hawkins gives chase. Far side, big swing. It's out of bounds. Marissa Clemon put a little bit too much on it. 2-1 your score as Komodo will put it in play from left to right as you see it eventually here. Grace going to serve it right into your living room. Sabaski sets up backside. That ball was, I thought, maybe tipped. Nope, it was not. Attacking error on Clemon. Bellevue off to a good start. They lead it 3-1. Chanov essentially side out for the Viterbo sideline. Calkins on serve receive there immediately. Winker with the big rip, but she was blocked. They'll try her again here on the near side. And she sends that one over to Trish Sedlick's right foot. Attacking error for the V-Hawks once again. And now the referee's going to go ahead and get readjusted there in the perch. 4-1. Bellevue up by 3. They're down 2-0. There's a short serve. Sabaski setting up near side for Winker. Nice dig by Kearns on the far side. They'll go back row attack. Going to be tapped over. Great dig defensively by Sabaski, keeping that one alive. now pushed through by Clement. Far side, Kearns blocked and out of bounds. Bellevue up by 4. And head coach DeLong says, give me a timeout. I don't like the way we're starting up here in this third set. 5-1 in favor of the Bruins. We're back after this from the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. Five to 1 your score in favor of the Bruins of Bellevue in this third set. Bruins don't want it to be the decisive set. Bellevue down 2-0 as it'll be Rayanne Komodo to put it in play from left to right. Passes in the back row, controlled. This is Calkins, blocked. They'll try again for Winker. On 1 foot, Komodo, near side, big rip, kept alive by Viterbo, somehow, someway by Reinhardt there. They'll tap it up top, and holy cow! Jackie Apel just put a hole in the ground with a big tomahawk swing. 6-1 your score. Boy, I think I felt that one up here. My word. 6-1 the Bruins. Yeah, can we see this one again? I mean, holy smokes. I mean, just watch this offense right here. My word, how do you stop that? You just can't. Kenzie Winker gets the point back, though. Her 11th of the contest. 6-2 your score in favor of the Bruins. Man, can Apel just absolutely lace one. This is Reinhardt putting it in play. Nice aggressive serve. It's out of bounds. Komodo couldn't quite handle it. And Adriana Reinhardt gets the service ace, and she'll go back to work from that service line there as well. Reinhardt with the service ace right there. That is her 44th of the year. First today. 6-3. Viterbo trails by 3. On serve receive, it's Komodo. Far side for Kearns. Nice dig defensively by McCabe. Winker tries again. Komodo. Far side for Kearns again. Down to the floor again. Allie Kearns has 9 here today. And it's 7-3 your score in favor of the Bruins. There's the serve, controlled by Sabaski. They'll set up Mitchell. She's blocked, they'll try again. Reinhardt near side for Winker. Was it tipped? I think that was tipped. Yes, Kenzie Winker earns the kill. 7-4 your score in favor of the Bruins. Bellevue hitting .204 for the contest, and Viterbo hitting $173. And those numbers obviously trending the way of Bellevue, but they're still trailing 2-0. Komodo on serve receive. They'll set up far side for Kearns, blocked, partially it looked like anyway. Near side Winker tries again for the kill. Right into that far side corner, that 5 zone. Nice job by Kenzie Winker, her 13th of the contest here today, as Kenzie Winker just has been marvelous here today. She says, I've got to be right around the same people in every single huddle. Very superstitious. And now a block by the defense of Martina McGrath. The Hartford Union Oriole puts the wing to it. 7-6 your score in favor of the Bruins. But Viterbo, who trailed 5-1 early, now a point away for, well, let me just go ahead and stop on ahead. Service error by the Bruins, by the V-Hawks, pardon me. Bruins right back to the service line, though, as Allie Kearns will set up. Referee watching her feet very intently there from that sideline. Reinhardt on serve receive, set up Winker near side. Somehow kept alive there by, looked like it was Athan. Now put down by Kearns again. Allie Kearns quickly with 10. She's hitting .219 here today. Jackie Apel with 8. 9-6, your score in favor of the 1 seed. Kearns sends it over to Reinhardt and down to the floor for a service ace. And don't forget, Coach DeLong has already utilized 1 timeout. And Coach DeLong is talking to the referee there on that far side, saying that ball was not put down first. And he's basically saying, hey, you know, I know we didn't get the call that we wanted. I mean, at the end of the play, the ball would have been down anyway, no question. But DeLong is saying she's got kind of a very quick whistle up there. I think that's what he's saying right now. I think he's thinking more macro than micro. Reinhardt on serve receive. They're going to set up in the middle, and that's a kill for the V-Hawks as Martina McGrath gets it right on back. Coach DeLong giving one referee there kind of a little something to think about, saying, hey, you know, she's kind of blowing that whistle a little bit too quick. We'll see if that is rectified going forward here in the third and perhaps further sets. Gallus setting up Athan. Goodness. Jackie Apel. That was Apel, not Athan, excuse me. That's 7, not 5. And Apel will head to the service line for the Bruins, as Reinhardt just didn't stand a chance on that one. 11-7, Apel sends it over to Reinhardt in that 6 zone. 1 ball for the likes of Mitchell, somehow kept alive, but not long enough. That's the 4th contact, is it not? That's the 4th contact. That was 4, as Coach DeLong can't believe it. That was 4 contacts. It should be the turbo point. It is. I think Coach DeLong is going to have to work on a deep breathing exercise there for a second. They almost did not get that call right. It's like, well, how many points can we get here? He's like, hey, guys, hold on. What's the deal? He was right. You know, sometimes you have to be demonstrative, get the referee's attention, right? So good for him. Now a block. And Viterbo gets that point back. 11-9, your score. Viterbo +2 on the scoreboard in terms of overall sets won, but they're -2 right now in this 3rd set. And now -3 after the service error by Maddie Connor. Kind of a cool deal. Maddie Connor, her twin brother Mason plays volleyball at Ball State. Her boyfriend, Maddie Connor's boyfriend, Brad, plays middle hitter at Loyola University Chicago. He's 6'9". So the brother and the boyfriend are in the same conference, if you can believe that. It makes things a little bit interesting, doesn't it? Komodo, far side for Athan. Good dig by Reinhardt, keeping that one alive. Now it's going to be freed over by the V-Hawks. Watch the dump. Nope, they're going to go backside instead. Reinhardt was ready. In the middle for Calkins. Kept alive. They'll go back to attack for Kearns. She's blocked by Calkins. Viterbo earns the ball right on back. And it'll be Lauren Savaski to put it in play. (12-11) in favor of the Bruins. This is Komodo on serve receive. Far side, Athan gets through the block and down for Sierra Athan. I've got her now for 8. Yep, that's correct. Allie Kearns with 11 to pace the charge. To go along with the service ace there as well. Jackie Apel with 9 kills. Athan with 8 kills as well. 13-10, the Bruins. Near side, big rip down to the floor. Nice ball placement by Marissa Clement, her sixth. 13-11 your score in favor of the Bruins in this third set. Looking to be the decisive set if you're a V-Hawk fan. All put into the corner and out of bounds. Another service error. Coach DeLong's got to be thinking to himself, man, what do we got to do to go ahead and put this thing in the court of play? The Turbo just kind of giving some freebies to the Bruins. It'll be Komodo to the service line. Komodo sends it over. This is Sabaski for Calkins. She's blocked, and Komodo kept it alive with the pancake, or did she? Referees say no. So Calkins earns the kill. Her second. Comes on her seventh swing of the day. 14-12, Bruins +2. This is Reinhardt sending it over to Komodo. Gallus near side to Sabaski. McBride gonna tap it over, she's blocked. Sabaski gonna free it over, and they put it down, or do they? They've got the pancake down. Nice job by the defense of the Bruins. Now a block. The Turbo gets it back, big swing, and down to the floor for Marissa Clement, who screams and shouts in delight. You know, just talking, just broadcasting for 4 straight matches yesterday and 1 here today, I'm a little sore. These girls are screaming after every point. Can you imagine what your voice sounds like after that? You know, we talk about name, image, and likeness. These teams should be sponsored by lozenges. In the middle, big swing, guess who? It's Jackie Apel, her 10th. 15-13 your score in favor of the Bruins. I mean, I'm just saying, they should be sponsored by lozenges. That's money that's just being asked to be put into some student athletes' pockets. Serve just gets over the top of the tape. That's close to a lift. We'll see if they call it. I'm going to call it a service ace. Could have called a lift either way. Bellevue earns the point, and their bench with a little dance. Sydney Sledge with the service ace there. She'll try again. Sends it over to Reinhardt. Bellevue up by 3. And we're going to have a whistle for a double contact violation. Bellevue +4 now, 17-13. Bellevue looking to make this a 5-point advantage, and that's big. Sledge puts the right hand to it. Pass by the V-Hawks in the back row. They'll try Mitchell. Mitchell partially blocked. There's the dump. V-Hawks were ready for it. There's the dump of their own. Komodo is ready for it. Apel for Reinhardt. Near side for her. Linker, was it touched? I don't think so. And Bellevue goes up by 5, and Coach DeLong says, give me a timeout. We'll do likewise. We're back after this. It's the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. (18-13) your score in favor of the Bruins. Bellevue looking to take this to a 4th and what they hope is a 5th set Coach Ryan DeLong, in his 18th year at the helm, does such a great job with this program. 556 career victories to his resume. He just took a timeout, saying we got to get this thing back. There's a big swing. That was touched, absolutely. And Kenzie Winker picks up kill number 14 of the afternoon for her. Coach DeLong says, all righty, Marissa Clement, you come to the sideline here for the moment, as Kaylee Cole will come in to serve from Onalaska High School, the Hilltoppers. Another multiple sport athlete, volleyball, softball, basketball. Puts it in play, gets through the hands of Hunt, but Komodo now free by Winker. Mitchell, I thought that might have been tipped. Oh, I thought that was tipped. Referees say no, though. Guys, can we see that one again? That was pretty close. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here on the right-hand side. It's gonna be tough to tell from our vantage point up here, I think, but either way, yeah, I thought that was tipped. Yeah. Now a block by the Bruins, and they get that point right on back, and they're up by 6. And you can tell that Jada Mitchell celebrated immediately on that play, and she thought it was tipped. She knew it was tipped. And otherwise, not the case. Now, Adriana Reinhardt working on her janitorial duties a little bit. Wiping up some perspiration. Both these teams working really, really hard today. 20-14 the Bruins. Kearns puts it in play. Reinhardt with the pass. Mitchell. Nope, not going to be Mitchell this time. It's going to be Clement there on the far side. They'll have to free this one over, essentially. It's short. Now they're a little bit out of system. This is a big block by Jackie Apel of Kenzie Winker. And Bellevue is in the driver's seat. (21-14). Touchdown advantage for Bellevue, and make it now a 6-point advantage after the service error. You know, for two teams as good as these two teams are, Bellevue and Viterbo, there's been more service errors than I would have anticipated. Taylor Larson will put it in play. The Phoenix from Menominee Falls. Volleyball and soccer for her in high school. Set up far side, Ethan with the tip. Pass by Rhodey. Far side swing. That ball did not get over the net. Martina McGrath with the attacking error there. Bellevue looking to extend this to a 4th set. They need 3 more points to get there. Jackie Apel will put it in play. From left to right, she's had herself a nice day. She's hitting .333, 10 kills on 21 swings. Playing it off of the net, and that's essentially a service ace right there, as Cole couldn't do anything with it. Service ace for Apel. Her 2nd of the day. And the 5th of the day for the Bruins. 23-15 Bellevue. Nice aggressive serve. Reinhardt goes down to a knee for that one. They're going to try a kind of a running roll shot almost. Backside with the set. Man, I tell you what, that's a great piece of offense by Nicole Meyer for sure. But Gallus on the set, I'm telling you, she can just contort her body. You think the set's going to go to the far side pin, but it comes to the backside pin. I mean, that's so difficult to defend. Ball's going to go out on the serve. Viterbo hanging in there, 24-16. And the V-Hawks need 8 straight just to extend this to extra points. And it'll be Maddie Connor to put it in play, the all-time leader in assists and service aces at Germantown High School. Puts the right hand to it. Right over to Kearns. Set up far side for Ethan. Out of bounds. Viterbo hanging in there. So yeah, I mean, you got a player who's an all-time leader in terms of service, Maddie Connor. She served in a game where they won 25-0. She had all 25 points in high school at Germantown High School. So she's the person you want to be at the service line. Backside swing gets through the block, controlled by the V-Hawks. Set up near side, big rip, it's blocked, and that'll do it. for set number 3. Bellevue wins it 25-17. We are heading to 4. And at the top of the broadcast, we said, well, we've seen some straight set sweeps. We've seen one go to 5. Nothing has gone to 4 as of yet. And if the V-Hawks do win this 4th set, we'll have a little bit of everything this week from Watertown. We're back after this. It's the NSAA. Lauren Sabaski with 19 set assists, 8 digs for the day. Kenzie Winker with 14 terminations on 56 swings, also 8 digs for her. She's on double-double watch. You've got 19 digs from Adriana Reinhardt of Viterbo as well. V-Hawks are hitting a $153 total here today. A dozen digs as well for Kennedy McCabe. For the Bruins, they're hitting a $184, and they're actually out digging Viterbo 65-61. 16 digs from Rihanna Komodo. 11 digs from Sierra Athan. Athan on double-double watch as well. 11 digs and 8 kills. Jackie Apel with 10 kills and 6 digs. 33 set assists from Olivia Gallus. Lauren Sabaski with 19 set assists and 8 digs there as well. And you've also got Kaylee Cole with 17 set assists and 5 digs. The Turbo leads 2-1. Bruins looking to extend this to a 5th and decisive set. V-Hawks still in the driver's seat to a degree as Kearns comes up with the dig, and Gallus can't quite play it off of the net there, and Viterbo earns the first point of this 4th set. Now, if I'm head coach Ryan DeLong, coach of the year, by the way, for the 2nd consecutive year in the NSAA, I'm probably saying to my squad, hey, we got to get off to a fast start here in this 4th set. We can't give Bellevue momentum right out of the gates. Kennedy McCabe puts it in play. Komodo with the pass. Good effort and put down to the floor by Haley Fleischman, who was an All-American last year, has been dealing with some injury problems here this season, but boy, was she a ball player last year for this squad. NAIA NAIA All-American honorable mention as a freshman from Overton, Nebraska. Far side, this is going to be Winker putting it down to the floor. Net violation also the call on the Bruins there as well. 2-1 in favor of the #1 seed. Fleischman, of course, first team all-conference player 1 season ago for the Bruins. Jump float sent over, nice diving attempt. They're going to set up far side for Meyer. And Viterbo gets it back through the block and down to the floor. And I think it was Winker again. Yep, it was. That's her 15th kill of the day. 3-1 in favor of Viterbo. Reinhardt, a couple of dribbles of that Baden. Going to put hand to it, and does. Controlled by Kearns on serve receive. They're going to set up Kearns again, and she's blocked. Blocked immediately by Marissa Clemen. The Ranger says, not over here. From La Crosse Logan High School there, the Rangers, 4-1 in favor of the #1 seed. The V-Hawks jump float short, a nice dig to the top of the tape, and put over by Mitchell. Far side to the pin, that's blocked again. Mitchell was there as well as Kenzie Winker, and Viterbo off to a great start. They lead it 5-1, and Trish Sedlick is saying, all right, we got to get this thing back here as Viterbo's sideline. They do a little bit of jousting of their own. I always love the sideline celebrations. Need to have a lot more of those. All right, Reinhardt will put it in play. Kearns with the pass. They're going to set backside. Blocked again, but somehow got over. That's close to a lift. And Coach DeLong was screaming for it immediately, and he got it. Yeah, you know, I think Coach DeLong was right on top of it saying, hey, no way, you can't let that go. And Coach DeLong's been doing this for a long time. When he sees it, he knows it. 6-1 timeout by the Bruins. We're back after this from Watertown. Six to 1 in favor of the V-Hawks of Viterbo University as the referees come to the side, or at least Olivia Gallus came to the side to talk to one of the referees there for a second. I think we're ready to go. Once again, I want to give a big shout out to Ryan Reber's crew here, doing a great job. Much appreciated with all of the hard work that his crew has done here this week, as well as the Watertown Convention and Visitors Bureau, the conference in and of itself. Commissioner Roger Turnus and company here as well. And we've got a little bit of a break in the action as we're going to see what is the hubbub here, or the holdup anyway. And I guess maybe there was a fan saying something. One of the athletic director at Watertown High School just came over to the Viterbo sideline here. And he's going to sit there in front of the V-Hawks faithful. I wonder if it's maybe something that was said. I don't know, but I'm not sure, but we're ready for volleyball. Reinhardt puts it in play. Komodo with the pass. She had a hard time with that one, and they'll go a little back row attack. Reinhardt is there from the Athen setup. Big rip down to the floor for Winker. Her 16th of the day here today. She is cooking. Kenzie Winker from Holman High School there, the Vikings. 7-1, short serve. Komodo to the top of the tape. Mitchell tries to put it down. That's still alive. They'll push it through and out of bounds, just out of bounds. It's 8-1 V-Hawks as Viterbo, they've got all the momentum on their side, and their sideline continues their dance routine. 8-1 Viterbo. And what do we talk about? Coach DeLong saying, hey, we got to get off to a fast start here in this fourth set. Don't want to give them any momentum. There's Mitchell again for the kill again. I mean, you don't put the ball to the top of the tape for the NSAA Offensive Player of the Year and Freshman of the Year. You don't just throw that thing up there. Jada Mitchell make you pay for it every time. 9-1, and give credit, though, to Adriana Reinhardt for serving so aggressively here. Reinhardt left it short. Komodo, Gallus near side, and they need that down. They get it. Allie Kearns for her 12th kill of the contest here today. Winker has 16 to lead all players. Jada Mitchell has 9. And you've got Kearns with 11, Apel with 10. Bellevue needs a run in him. Sabaski for Mitchell. Kind of had to meander around the setter there a little bit for that one. Sabaski will have to send it over on a push through. Clemens is going to be whistled for a double contact violation. Coach DeLong says, let's go. Can't let them come back in here. 9-3, the V-Hawks. Komodo to the service line. Reinhardt with the pass on serve receive. Far side of Winker. Over to Komodo once again. And now Sabaski with the dig. Reinhardt, far side for Winker. Awkward angle. Hard angle though, but Komodo is there. Big rip, Athan. It's Reinhardt. They'll try Winker again. Komodo is right on top of it. Gallus near side for Kearns. And he tipped over to the top of the tape. Could not quite get over. And now, do you take a timeout if you're Coach DeLong? He will. 9-4, Viterbo up by 5, but 3 straight points, or make it 2 straight points anyway for the Bruins. And Viterbo looking to kill off any momentum here early. Try to cut this off at the pass. We're back after this. It's the NSAA Super 6 from Watertown. Back inside the Watertown Civic Arena as the score reads 9-4 in favor of the V-Hawks of Viterbo, but momentum, at least for the moment, belongs on the side of the Bruins. Sabaski setting up. Winker gets through the block. Komodo far side. They'll go back row attack for Athan. Controlled though by the V-Hawks once again. They'll try Winker again. That was, I thought, tipped. It was not. Bellevue still has momentum on their side. This is the 4th set. V-Hawks won the first 2. 23-23. Bruins kind of dominated the 3rd set, winning 25-17. Reinhardt on serve receive. Sabaski for Mitchell. Boy, did she get upstairs for that one. Man alive, does it help to be 6'1", doesn't it? Man, Jada Mitchell just soared through the air, just kind of glided and put it right down. That is a nice piece of offense right there by Jada Mitchell. Freshman of the Year in the NSAA. It'll be Kaylee Cole to put it in play. Nice aggressive serve for Komodo. Will set right up far side. Somehow kept alive. Incredible dig by McCabe. They'll have to free this one over. And that goes all the way to Komodo. Nice job by Reinhardt. Near side tip. Reinhardt is there, pinching in close. Cole sets up Mitchell, out of bounds. Viterbo 10, Bellevue 6. As Fleischman will check out. Sydney Sledge back in for the Bruins. Nice to know you can have an NAIA honorable mention All-American, kind of as a backup, kind of working her back into things, but oh my goodness, Jackie Apel comes up with another block. 10-7 your score in favor of the V-Hawks. And one thing that should be noted, the Bruins, they're not even playing without Eve Fountain. She was another All-American, first team first team All-American last year, excuse me. So they're without her all season. Winker sends it over. Gallus for a little tip by Apel. Far side, they'll try Winker again. They're going to call a double contact violation. But yeah, I mean, if you're the Bruins, you've got Apel and Gallus and Athan. These girls are incredible. Fleischman's coming off the bench as an honorable American, honorable mention. And you've got Eve Fountain that's been hurt all season with that ACL. And she is a first team All-American. This is Mitchell putting it down to the floor. Jada Mitchell's 11th. So if you're Bellevue and you've earned that 14 for your name, 14th in the country, you've won 11 straight matches, and you're doing it arguably without some of your best players consistently, that's pretty impressive. This is probably the deepest team that they've had quite some time. Going to be dumped over. Nice job once again by Olivia Gallus. That's her 5th kill of the contest to go along with her 35 set assists and also 11 digs there as well. So 5 more digs, make that 5 more kills, pardon me. She is officially in triple-double. Rare air. Reinhardt with the pass on serve receive. They'll set up far side for Rhodey. Gallus gives chase, setting up near side for Athan. She's going to give her a violation there, double contact there. And it's an 11-9 lead for the V-Hawks of Viterbo. Viterbo really dominated out of the gates. They led, I believe, 7-1. Check that now, 12-9 after that last point is marked off. But Bellevue is just hanging around, kind of like your little brother, just kind of hanging around you. There's Gallus setting up Athan for the kill. Sierra Athan's 9th. Apel has 10. Kearns has a dozen. Bruins are being led by that charge. Bellevue hitting a $154 here today. Viterbo hitting a $154 as well. Pretty evenly matched teams. Going to be freed over by Rhodey. There's the dump. They were ready for it. Nice job by Calkins with the block. Far side, Rhodey tries again, gets through the block. Dug out by Apel. In the middle, it's blocked again by the V-Hawks. Grace Rhodey says, talk to the hand. You're not getting that over here. Huge point for Viterbo. 13-10, the V-Hawks. Lauren Sabaski will put it in play. Here's that replay once again of that block. Just no chance. Nice dig by Sabaski. She'll try it near side again. It's Grace Rhodey. And Viterbo goes +4 now. 14-10. Now, if you get this up to 16-10, you feel like you could almost take a slight exhale. But Bellevue has just been right around there. They've been hanging tight. Sabaski sends it over into that one zone far side. Near side push through. It's blocked, but down to the floor. Athan, another kill for her. That's her 10th. Bruins -3 on the scoreboard. They're -1 overall. 2 sets to 1 in favor of Viterbo. Olivia Gallus put it in play. Gallus, first team All-American 1 year ago. Sends it out of bounds. That's not the way to get back into it. That's tough. 15-11 as the V-Hawks squad lets her know about it. They've got the the noisemakers and kind of the little cones that you yell into, they've been very, very loud here today. McCabe puts it in play to Komodo. A set backside. Big rip down to the floor for Nicole Meyer. That's her 5th of the contest on that backside slide. And we mentioned her that she needs to have a big, big game for them to win this thing. There's the serve, 15-12. Far side Winker blocked. She is blocked in the middle. Meyer was there. 15-13 in favor of the Hawks. You know, Bellevue, they got a heart of a champion too. You know, they're not going to go quietly. These two teams played each other last year for the title. Viterbo defeated Bellevue in 5. Sabaski, little one ball for Calkins for the kill. That's one way to stop the momentum. Bellevue had 13 kills from Athan, Apel, and Fleischman that day. Olivia Gallus with 44 set assists and 13 digs. That was 1 year ago. Viterbo got a lot of their production from players that graduated, but they have still been quite solid here today, obviously, and all season. Kearns with the free. Controlled by Sabaski. One ball for Mitchell for the kill. That's a big one. Jada Mitchell for the ender. I've got her for 12 kills here today. 17-13 in favor of the #1 seed. Komodo with the pass. Big swing in the middle. There's Meyer again. Nicole Meyer, her first. Yeah, you got two really good middles there. You got Nicole Meyer as well as Jada Mitchell. You know, there is some serious height there and some serious elevation. 17-13, Viterbo +3. Komodo left it short, and that's a service ace. That's a big one. Oh boy, is that a big one. Rayanne Komodo puts it down to the floor, and just like that, Bellevue with back-to-back points, they trim the deficit down to 2. Coach DeLong saying we got to get it back. Another short serve. There is Mitchell in the middle, blocked for the moment. Going to be sent over by Sabaski. Pass by Gallus. This one gets through the block and down to the floor. And Fleischman puts it down for the second time here today. And with 1 point, Bellevue can tie it at 17. Viterbo came out like a bat out of Hades to start up this set, but since Bellevue has hung in there, it'll be tapped over. Kearns ready for it in the middle. Apel is going to be giving a good effort to it, but Viterbo now gets it back on the dig. Now tapped over, and Komodo is there. They'll have to free it over. Viterbo got to use this. Sabaski for Mitchell, gets through the block. Komodo is there again. Gallus backside gets through. Sabaski for Winker, whistle. Double contact. We're tied up at 17. Now do you think about a timeout? I think he's thinking about it. Coach DeLong is, but he's going to let our girls figure it out. Short serve once again. Sabaski for Mitchell, gets through the block. Dug out. This is Apel. Good dig defensively by McCabe, brought her shovel. Winker is blocked again. It is Fleischman and Apel there. And Bellevue has the lead, 18-17. You can tell there's a lot of pride on the floor here today. Both of these teams, no doubt, will be in the NAIA National Tournament, but this is for the hardware. Both teams want it, and a timeout taken. We're back after this from the Watertown Civic Arena. That was Mr. Air Guitar earlier on this afternoon. Maybe we got to get him revved up again. 18-17. The V-Hawks trail it by 1 as the Bruins have the momentum on their side. Far side, big swing from Winker, and it's out of bounds. Bellevue +2 now. Don't forget, you had Viterbo winning the first 2 sets. And since then, Bellevue now has clawed all the way back and taken the lead. If they take this thing to 5, wow. Sabaski in the middle, big swing, kept alive somehow by Athan. Now they'll have to free ball it over, but if you're Viterbo, you got to use this. Mitchell gonna tip it over and down to the floor. Jada Mitchell's 18th of the day. Oh, excuse me, 13th of the day. Adding an extra 5 in there. I mean, she might have 18 before it's all said and done. Who knows? Once again, big shout out to all of our crew here today doing a great job. Ryan Remmer's crew, a lot of volunteers here, have been fantastic. Komodo on serve receive, near side for Kearns, good dig. That ball goes sky high off of the Jumbotron, as a matter of fact, and a big rip by Winker, and it's dug out somehow. Kearns fading away right to the V-Hawk side. 1 ball for Mitchell for another one. We're tied. Jada Mitchell has 14, and we're tied at 19. You know, typically when you go to a player like Jada Mitchell, she'll take you right to the promised land. Conference Player of the Year offensively, and the Freshman of the Year as well. We're tied at 19 apiece. Put into play. Bellevue trying to use this big rip in the middle. Mitchell blocks it, but it's out of bounds. Boy, there's some power there. Jackie Apel and Jada Mitchell. Man, 11 kills for Apel. 20-19 in favor of Bellevue, and they're at the service line. Sledge puts it in play, pass by Reinhardt. There's Mitchell again, blocked, kept alive for the moment, and sent over by Reinhardt. What a play on defense, are you kidding me? Far side, big swing, Reinhardt is there again. Chased down by Cole, far side, and put down by Kenzie Winker. Her 17th termination of the contest. And Kenzie Winker, the Viking from Holman High School, has just tied it up at 20. First team to 25, you got to win by 2. To the service line is Taylor Larson, puts it in play. Watch the dump here. Nope, they'll go backside instead. And that goes right down the line. Was it tipped? I don't think it was. And it's out of bounds, an attacking error for the Bruins. 21-20, the V-Hawks. They seesaw back in front. They're looking for 4 more. Larson, short. Watch the dump. Oh, there's it to the top of the tape, put over by Mitchell. Big swing, Reinhardt is there. Cole for Mitchell again. Pinching in was Hunt. Block in the middle. Apel is returned back the other way. How about Jada Mitchell? And her teammate, Martina McGrath, is going to shake her and say, what a play. What a play indeed. And a little official timeout, I think, on the floor. Maybe some, as Olivia Gallus is looking at the one of the assistants, and I think maybe a little bit of blood here, perhaps. Oh boy, hopefully she's okay. I mean, you know, she's been dealing with some injuries over the last couple of years, and she has always found a way to battle through them. And you just hope that this is nothing too serious. I mean, she had a broken nose last year against Mayville State. She's tough, you know, she's a tough cookie. I mean, she had all sorts of things that she has dealt with injury bugs and this and that, but she has always found a way to battle through them, and that's one of the reasons why she's an all-American athlete. 22-20, Viterbo +2. She goes right back on the floor. She's going to be just fine. Hopefully just a stinger. Taylor Larson to put it in play. Watch the serve, or the swing far side, and there it is. Yep, Jackie Apel on that backside. That's her 12th of the contest. Allie Kearns has 12 as well. Athan with 10 kills to go along with 15 digs. 22 digs from Komodo for Bellevue. You've got 24 digs from Adriana Reinhardt. 22-21, Bellevue looking for the tie. Nice aggressive serve. It's passed by Winker. They'll have to go back row attack. Kenzie tries the roll shot. Bellevue for the dump. Reinhardt is there. Cole for Mitchell into the back row. Jada does it again. 15 kills for Jada Mitchell. 23-21. Bellevue takes a timeout, trailing by 2. And we are back after this from the Watertown Civic Arena. Viterbo needs 2 more points for that automatic bid to the NAIA National Tournament. They lead at 23-21 in this 4th set as they're at the service line with Maddie Connor. She'll put it in play. Was it touched? Oh, was it touched? They say yes. A service ace for Maddie Connor. And she's that gal that we talked about earlier, the all-time leader in service aces at Germantown High School. Back there in Wisconsin, looking for 1 more for the win. Into the back row, pass by Kearns on serve receive. Apel gonna tap it over, and down to the floor by Apel. Her 13th of the contest. 24-22, Viterbo up by 2. Olivia Gallus to the service line. Bellevue's margin for error is 0. And Viterbo wants to make a quick substitution here. Martina McGrath out. Lauren Sabaski in. Bellevue needs to extend this thing here. And got ourselves maybe a official timeout here on that substitution. I think we're good to go. 24-22. Viterbo bench, they're just waiting to explode. They're just ready to just mob their teammates on that sideline. They just need 1 more point. 24-22, put in play. Passed by the V-Hawks. Far side, big rip. It is kept alive by the Bruins. In the middle, big swing, kept alive again. Sabaski for Calkins, blocked. Coming back the other way, now it'll be freed over by Winker. What a play. And now there's the dump. We got a whistle and 4 contacts on Viterbo, and Bellevue is 1 point away from taking this to extra points. 24-22. Make it 24-23, excuse me. Put in play, it's out of bounds. Viterbo wins it. Service error, and Viterbo wins it in 4, 25-23, as the V-Hawks are officially punching their ticket to the NAIA National Tournament. There's no doubt about it that Bellevue will be there too, and I would not be shocked. And to be honest with you, I would love to see these 2 teams play each other once again in the NAIA National Tournament. 2 great teams, 2 great coaches, 2 great programs in the North Star. And Viterbo, they win this one in 4, winning all 3 sets by the same tally. 23, 23, and 23. We'll come on back with numbers, and we'll also be joined by head coach DeLong as well. We'll go down on the floor, we'll talk with coach. All of that and more is coming up before you know it. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena.
Championship presentation by NSAA Commissioner the NSAA Athletic Association would like to thank the Watertown Community Foundation for their hospitality and each NSAA member institution for their leadership and many individuals who contribute to the success of the NSAA. For the presentation of the championship trophy, let's acknowledge these two outstanding teams for their achievements this year and their play today. Congratulations to Coach Sedek and Bellevue Bruins for a great season and advancing to the NSAA championship game. And now the presentation of the 2022 NSAA championship trophy. At this time, the team from Viterbo University step forward and receive the championship trophy. The Seahawks receive the NSAA's automatic bid of the NSAA National Tournament. Here they are, the 2022 NSAA champions of the Viterbo Seahawks. Fans, thank you for coming. The NSAA Athletic Association appreciates your support of this year's NSAA tournament and of NSAA athletics. Thank you again, and best wishes for a safe trip home.
As you can see, the V-Hawks being anointed there by the commissioner of the conference, Roger Turnus, and of course you've got the kind of the paparazzi there a little bit, very freed in there, taking some pictures there of the squad. Really, really nice job by the Bruins here in this one. They battled tough, they hung in there, but at the end of the day, the V-Hawks, they win this one in 4 sets. Viterbo, they hit 147 for the contest. They were led by Kenzie Winker and her 18 kills. She hit 040 tonight. Not exactly the best hitting percentage, but she did take 75 swings. That is a lot. Did have 15 errors, wasn't exactly clean tonight, but she had herself a nice contest with 18 tournament 5 errors. Also had 8 blocks in this one as well. Grace Rohde hitting a .179 with 8 terminations in the contest to go along with 4 digs for her. Marissa Clemon with 7 kills. She hit .312, 16 swings, only 2 errors for her. You also had 4 kills from Martina McGrath and 3 from Mariah Calkins there as well. 26 set assists from Lauren Sabaski to go along with 12 digs, a double-double performance for her. You also had Adriana Reinhardt with 25 digs. Of course, Reinhardt, another first-team all-conference player, the co-libero of the year in the NSAA. She had 25 digs here today. You also had Kennedy McCabe with 19 digs to boot and 81 total for the V-Hawks of Viterbo. They also went +2 in the blocks category, 11-9. Bellevue, they hit a .166 for the contest, 163 swings, 51 kills, 24 errors. They were led by Jackie Apel. She hit .258 tonight, 31 swings, 13 kills, 5 errors. I thought she had herself a great game. Also had 8 digs as well. Allie Kearns hitting a .143, 12 terminations on 42 swings. Also had 11 digs for the double-double there as well. Sierra Athan, 15 digs, 10 finishers. Another double-double for her. We had double-doubles around. It was kind of like the Oprah Winfrey show. You get a double-double, and you get a double-double. 13 digs, by the way, for Olivia Gallus to go along with her 42 set assists. A double-double for there as well. And by the way, don't want to forget about Kaylee Cole from Viterbo. She too had 21 set assist for the V-Hawks in this one. We had 8 lead changes here today. Overall, we had 20 ties in this one as the V-Hawks in that 4th set with an attack percentage of $105. Bellevue with 128. Bellevue out-hits Viterbo here today, 166 to 147. They outdig them 87 to 81. But Bellevue comes up a little bit short. They also had more service aces as well, 5 to 4. Bellevue, their +1. So the blocks, perhaps kind of a big difference there, 11 to 9. But I tell you what, a very, very fun game to be a part of, and anticipated both of these teams to really bring it here today from Watertown, and boy did they ever. A fun one indeed. As Bellevue, they no doubt will be heading to the national tournament. They'll wait for that at-large bid, but officially the V-Hawks of Viterbo, they have their ticket punched to the NAIA national tournament. We'll take a quick break in the action. We'll be joined by the head coach of those V-Hawks of Viterbo. He, of course, is the coach of the year for the 5th time in his career and 2nd consecutive year. Ryan DeLong will head down to the floor, and we'll talk with Coach coming up in just a bit after this.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm just going to go grab Coach real quick.
Yeah, where do you want it?
Here is good.
Yeah, do you want empty background or do you want this background?
This is fine. Just give me a thumbs up on Ron.
Is this looking good? This is good. Yep.
Do I look at him? Look at him?
All right, broadcasting live once again here from the Watertown Civic Arena. David Tewksbury joined alongside by the NSAA Coach of the Year, Ryan DeLong. Tell you what, this was a fun one. We knew it was going to be good, very competitive. It's all about pride today, but you get the job done. First and foremost, it's the kind of the dumb broadcasting cliched question. How does this one feel?
Like we said over there, it never get.
All right, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. So, all right, we'll go ahead and we'll kind of start this one over here. But we're talking with Coach DeLong here once again, and I said to you kind of off the air a little bit, it's kind of the dumb broadcasting cliched question, but how does this one feel?
Feels great. You know, we were talking over there, it never gets old. We've been fortunate to do this a lot, and everyone is sweet, and everyone has a different place in it, but it doesn't get old.
Also the Coach of the Year as well. I know you want to focus on, what's upcoming next, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, what does that mean to you?
I guess it's nice to have the respect of the fellow coaches in our conference. We have a lot of good coaches. Tell you what, Trish a heck of a coach, but top to bottom, I love the coaches in our league, and they push us, and so it means a lot. It probably means more to my kids than anyone else because they're proud of that. But no, it always means something.
When you guys lost that third set, I was kind of on the broadcast saying, I'm sure Coach DeLong is saying we got to get off to a fast start here in the fourth. Was that kind of the message?
Oh, for sure. Like we've talked off. We thought this was probably going to go 5, and we wanted nothing to do with going 5, obviously, with this team there. So we got off to a fast start. We kind of gave it all back, but we just had enough to get over the hump. So real exciting.
How do you get over the hump against a solid team just like that? Is it just experience, something that you guys have been through so many times?
Well, we have been through, but our girls haven't been through it a lot, right? So, just gut grit. I mean, that's the old cliche, right? But I think, making some in-game adjustments. They did a nice, job putting pressure on us, and we just had some girls step up, big players step up in big moments, and we had that tonight. And we had our role players step up into big situations, which when you have those two things happen, good things usually turn out.
It's going to be a long bus ride back, but it always feels good when you're going with some hardware, right?
It's going to be a lot shorter than it would have if we lost. So we're going to enjoy this one, and we'll get ready for next week.
Coach, thanks.
Thank you.
You bet. That's head coach Ryan DeLong, the head coach of now the number 1 seed, of course, the V-Hawks of Viterbo University, NSAA Coach of the Year there as well, as they finish up their regular season, officially champs in the NSAA as well. This one went to 4, thought it might go to 5, but 25-23 your final score in all 3 of those sets for the V-Hawks of Viterbo. Certainly would not be able to be here without our great help. Once again, a big shout out goes to Ryan Remmer's crew. Thank you folks so much for helping us out. Been an incredible time being here in Watertown. The Convention and Visitors Bureau from Watertown, the Watertown CVB, of course, the NSAA in and of itself, and Commissioner Roger Turnus here as well. That about does it for us in our time together here today. This is David Tewksbury saying ever onward, always forward, and never backward. Thanks again for lending us your ears and letting us be a part of your day here from the Watertown Civic Arena. It is the NSAA Super 6. Good night.